Hi everyone, this is Claudine Helmuth and I'm excited to share with you today my Sweet Treats Cupcake Truck Printable Kit. So you can see here the truck is illustrated on all sides and it's a cute little cupcake truck, and then when you open it up it has room for 2 standard size cupcakes inside, and I've also included a tray for 3 mini cupcakes. And of course, you can also put in candies, treats, small gifts, or any other favors you would like. Now, this kit is really easy to put together, but I've got a couple of tips I'd like to share with you right now. Now, when you download and print out the kit, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have 3 pages for the truck, as well as 2 pages for each cupcake tray, one for a standard size cupcake tray and one for a mini size cupcake tray. Now, to get started, what you're going to want to do is cut around the outside edges of the entire truck on all pieces. And then today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the standard size cupcake tray, so you'll want to cut that out as well. Make a little note here on the lid of the truck. You'll want to cut in on this pink line and in on this pink line, and that's going to make little slits that will hold the lid closed when it's fully assembled. When you are cutting on the outside edges of the truck, you'll want to cut carefully because that is making the outside profile of the truck. So you want to make sure just to get right there on the gray lines. Now on the front and the back of the truck, I'll show you a little trick to make your cutting go even faster. Because these are all tabs that are going to be placed on the inside of the truck, you don't really need to cut exactly along the line, just as long as it's pretty close. And if you'd like to go one shortcut step further, you, instead of cutting out these little triangles like that, you can simply just make a little slit that goes right there. And then that will function the same way. Now you do want to be careful when you are cutting out the top tab. So cut along those lines as closely as possible. Now that all the pieces are cut out, the next step is we're going to want to score all of the dotted lines so they will fold nicely. I'm working on a heavier weight paper here, and when you're working on heavier paper, if you were just to fold it, it won't make a nice clean fold line. This is the paper that I'm using. It's just the generic Staples matte photo paper. It's 61 pound. It's a great weight for holding cupcakes and treats and things like that, but not so heavy that it won't fit through your printer. You can experiment with different kinds of papers and different finishes. You might want your truck to be printed on gloss paper, but no matter what cardstock you're printing on, you're going to need to score it. So this is how I do it. I like to work on a legal pad, and this is going to provide the cushion that I need to make the score line. Then I'm just going to take my ruler and I'm going to line it up with the dotted line. And I've got a pen with no ink in it. So you can see here it doesn't write. It's an old dried out pen. This is my favorite scoring pen. If you watch my other videos, you'll see it in there. And you want to make sure that the ruler has enough allowance for the pen to draw exactly on the dotted line. And then you're just going to press down. And you'll see here it makes a really nice fold. So you're going to want to do that to all of the dotted lines. And don't forget this line on the lid right there, as well as the dotted line goes from there to there on this part of the lid. Now that all of the lines are scored, you're just going to want to pre-fold everything to make sure you've got a nice, clean fold. And also this way it will alert you to any lines that maybe you forgot to score. I sometimes find ones that I missed in this stage of the process, and this is where you want to find them, not in the gluing stage. So then here for the front of the truck, you just want to fold it up like this. so that way when it's assembled, it will have a profile like that. So everything is scored and folded and we are ready to assemble. This is the type of adhesive that I like to use in my kits. It's a Scott HEG gun, and all it is double-sided tape in a giant gun that makes it easy to apply. You can use plain old regular double-sided tape that you get from the grocery store. Just make sure it says permanent and not repositionable. You can also use the little craft size dispensers that you can get from the craft store. So all of my kits, the way that I like to design them is that on the tabs that have letters, those are the ones that are going to get adhesive. So you can see all of the tabs have letters. This top tab does not have a letter, so that's not going to get adhesive. That top tab does not have a letter, so no adhesive there, but all of these tabs. So all I'm going to do is apply adhesive. On these larger tabs, I'll apply 2 strips, and then on the smaller, I'll just do 1. Now we are ready to put all of the pieces together. So first, tab C goes to the bottom of the other side of the truck, and you want to make sure that you line everything up very carefully with the dotted line. Then you're going to take the back of the truck, tab D, and that's going to fit in right here. And you just want to make sure that you line up the dotted lines, as well as make sure that these dotted lines continue evenly. And then next, the front of the truck, tab E, same thing. And now I have one nice giant piece for my truck. So let's get started putting these tabs together. Tab A is going to go right here on the back of the truck. And then tab B on the other side. Then we've got the front of the truck, and you can start on either side. I always like to start over here. And I'm just going to take tab K, and you want to press it in so that the bumper lines up, and then just press from the inside. And then tab H, the same thing. And now here's a little tip on tab J and G. If you press that in, but hold tab I out like that. Just get focus there. So hold it out like that. Normally you'd want to go like that, but then you have to get it even. This will make sure that you get it even because it's going to hold it in place. And all you need to do is press there. Press tab G in, but hold tab F out. And you'll see that that just fits right into place. And then you'll press tab F. And you just want to line that up. And then same thing with tab I over there. You want to line that up and just get the lines to line up. Then just go ahead and press everything from the inside to make sure it's nice and secure. And you can see you've got your cute little truck. And to close the lid, just make sure that these folds are nicely, firmly folded. And you'll just insert it so that it locks into this tab. And then you'll just press down on the front tab. And you can see it locks in there nicely. It's actually a little bit harder to open, so you don't have to worry about applying a little tab of tape or anything like that. So now, to finish it off, we've got to add our little cupcake tray. So here's the standard size cupcake tray. I've gone ahead and cut it all out. I've scored and folded all the lines as well as added adhesive to all the tabs. And it's super easy to assemble. You just fold the tab in and attach to the corresponding side. There we go. And you'll notice that one side says this side to the back of the truck. So you're going to want to make sure that that fits into the back of the truck. So you just place it in there like that. Place the cupcakes inside. And close the lid. And there you've got a little sweet treats cupcake truck that is sure to add a little sweetness to anybody's day.